I need lights!
Marker!
Roll camera!
We have speed!
Action!
I'm the backup parent, the understudy. I thought you were supposed to be getting your act together.
I've been doing really well, actually. Nobody ever seems to notice that.
And with Elizabeth, my wife, in the hospital, my daughters are testing me.
Look who's here. Get out of my underwear, you freak.
Oh, okay.
Don't
Back
try
inside
to-
now.
Real good job you're doing.
I have to go around and tell people what's happening, family and a few close friends.
I don't want to talk about Mom with anyone.
Look, whatever you two fought about, you have to drop it. Grow up.
You really don't have a clue, do you? Dad, Mom was cheating on you.
That's George Clooney as Matt King, a backup parent, if you will, as he calls himself, who's been forced to take the lead dealing with his two daughters after his wife ends up in a coma after a horrific boat accident in the new movie, The Descendants. So, basically being an indifferent spouse and a distant father to his two daughters, he's trying to reconnect and be the best parent he can be, while his two daughters are acting out, dealing with the horrors of the mother being in a coma, not knowing what's going to happen to her, if she's going to recover, and if she'll ever be normal if she does. Plus, he's got to go around and tell all the close friends and distant cousins exactly what's going on and give them the medical update on his wife. Well, to make matters worse, if he doesn't have enough on his shoulders to carry, he's also got to deal with a land deal. It's up to him to get his cousins and relatives out of debt, out of hock, by selling the land in Hawaii that they've inherited through their forefathers. It's up to him. Without him, can't happen. He's in charge of it. Well, if he does it, he'll be set for life, and his cousins, of course, will be out of debt and be fairly comfortable. But then his daughters lose their birthright. And to make matters worse, he finds out that his wife, through his oldest daughter, Alexandria, tells him, in not so kind of fashion, as you just saw, that the biggest problem she had with her mom was that she was cheating on poor Matt. So now he's dealing with all those emotions. It makes up for one really bumpy ride trying to do the right thing and be there for his daughters while dealing with the terrible situation his family's in.
What you've been going through, that's a tough deal.
I'm just trying to keep my head above water.
I'm gonna hit you.
How often do old people just haul off and cold cock you like that?
The Descendants is a dramatic comedy that has some standout performances, really strong performances, but unfortunately never really finds its rhythm, tone, or pace to suit it. Now, we have a newcomer here, Shailene Woodley, who plays Alexandra, George Clooney's eldest daughter. Man, hands down the best performance in the film. There is a heartbreaking scene where Clooney has to tell her, as her father, that her mother's not improving and it doesn't look good. And her performance, it's quiet, but the way she shows emotion, the heartbreak, the terror, the anger, it'll break your heart. I hope to see more of this actress up on the big screen. She's the best thing about the film. Also, Robert Forster, character actor who plays George Clooney's father-in-law. Nice performance by him as a man, tough man, ex-military, who resents Clooney's character and how he's lived his life and how he's treated his little girl, and is also showing heartbreak at the idea of saying goodbye to his little girl. Before she was Clooney's wife, or mother, she was his little girl. It's a touching, strong, memorable performance. Now, I'm sorry to say, Clooney never seems like the movie to find the right rhythm or pace. And I don't think that's all his fault. I think a lot of that has to do with some of the direction and the writing. This is brought to us by the person who brought us Sideways. There are times where I felt Clooney owned the scenes, especially playing opposite Shailene Woodley. He's a dysfunctional, unorganized father, trying to do his best, but really this is usually his wife's job dealing with the kids, not him, and he has to step up. I liked how he reacted with the children. The best scenes are playing opposite the kids. Unfortunately, the scenes in the hospital, especially the scenes where he's talking to his comatose wife, don't really ring true. They feel forced. They don't feel real. And his anger, his frustration, his heartbreak, I'm sorry, I just didn't buy it. So the movie has some very strong performances. The writing isn't bad, but it never finds its right pace. It's incredibly hard to take this kind of subject matter and make it lighthearted at times and funny. They try, but unfortunately they don't really succeed. The dramatic scenes, the heartbreak scenes, those work. So, The Descendants is worth your look for some strong performances, especially for newcomer Shailene Woodley. But ultimately, it comes up a little short. I am going to give it a solid 2 out of 4 because of Shailene Woodley and for Robert Forster's performances. The Descendants, I was hoping for more. We Care at the Movies. I'm Tim Finnery, online and on the air every Sunday afternoon at 1. FM News and Talk 95.7 and AM 600 KOGO.